There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will get first crack at it today. Smith takes the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Quarterback on the keep. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year, and big decisions are...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! They put the first points on the board.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the ball.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Makes a man miss. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab on the back. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Smith. Runs through the tackle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of the gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's got him. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And the point after is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The option look. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. I'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets the first himself. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The sure hands, it's Williams. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough to do.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Hendricks. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice move there. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's strong. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds his man. It's strong. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. And he was was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Quick handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball. As the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Irish send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will put him up here in the second half. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Rushes on him. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Spencer. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lead?
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on fourth down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Go straight ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a money play on third and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's strong. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll throw on third and short. He wants a big play here late. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here at the end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. I know talking to some of the players, they become
Number one on Notre Dame
being disrespected.
was on some fucking PEDs or some shit that day. Also, my corners are not the corners that I have on all of my other dynasties. Holy shit, these guys were getting burned like fucking toast that I forgot about. Whatever. Take the dub, we move on. That's what VTech does.
I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.